G'day camper. Today we're talking about the Helinox Sunset cam chair. Why would you spend over 200 Australian dollars on one of these? Let's find out. So before we get into it, who is this chair for? Well, whether you travel in a vehicle, a camper trailer or a caravan, whether you're a solo traveller, a camping duo, you like camping with a group of mates or a small family, this is the chair for anyone who wants to save space and weight. Now before we get into this video, I just want to say that no review on this channel will ever be sponsored by the product itself. What I say about this cam chair is entirely my own personal experience and opinion. Now there's absolutely nothing wrong with the classic cam chair. They're cheap, they're comfortable, most of them last a long time. But it's that size and weight. If you've got a loaded up vehicle, they take a huge chunk of space. So I went on the hunt for one of these. Harry was willing to sell me this one with only 2 mysterious stains and 1 hole burned in it from a jaffle iron. What a bloke. Now let's talk some hard stats. Here it is packed up at 1.47 kilos, 47 centimeters long, 12 centimeters high, and 14 centimeters deep. It holds up to 145 kilos, got a DAC aluminium frame. I'm not sure if that's pronounced DAC or DAC. That's a brand name, by the way, and it's widely regarded as one of the strongest alley frames there is. You get a 5-year warranty on this chair, and it will set you back 249 Australian dollars or 169 US dollars. And you can get Helinox gear at dealers across most of the world. First look at the bag. Yep, it's definitely a bag. It's pretty tough. It's made out of the same material the chair cover is. It's got a nice, neat, inverted zipper. It doesn't catch as you undo it. And there's your chair cover with the frame wrapped up inside. Toss the cover aside for the moment. Now, it looks like a big gangly mess, I know, but it's got elastic through all of the poles and arms, and that helps it go into place. So if you're really good, you can actually get it set up one-handed. Whoa. There we go, just like that. So as you can see, this chair's like 4.5 years old, and the elastic that goes through all the poles is still holding up great. So the cover goes over the top first. This is the hardest bit of the whole setup. You need to put a bit of pressure on the frame and just stretch that chair cover over. Hooks onto the ends of those legs. If you want a little bit more comfort, you can take the chair bag, stuff some clothes or jacket or towel in there. Now you've got a pillow. There's been a few changes to this chair since this one's 4.5 years old. On the newer ones, you have pockets on each side down here, and the pillow functions a little bit differently. There's a flap that comes down over here, so you can either stuff something directly behind the flap, or you can stuff the pillow attachment behind like that. Upon sitting down, here's my thoughts and impressions and how the chair feels. You do feel the edge of it on the back of your legs here a little bit. I have some larger mates that have sat in this chair and they can feel their bum touches the poles down the back here. Now I weigh 73 kilos. I think if you're around that 100 mark or more, you're going to want the bigger chair. Think about going for the Helinox Savannah perhaps. Also, after sitting in a more conventional camp chair, the lack of armrests feels really weird, especially to start with. As I've already stated, I've owned this for 3 years and Harry owned it for 18 months before me. So yeah, it's had a good test. So with that in mind, first of all, it has to be that packed size and weight. That's what you buy this chair for. The second thing I love is the high back. Gives you somewhere to rest your head. You don't even find that in a lot of regular camp chairs. Number 3 is repairability and spare parts. Rocking chair feet, brand new chair covers, cup holders, a replacement bag, this shade that like clips to the top and comes over so you've got like a personal awning. And pro number 4 is it's easy to breastfeed in. Yeah, my wife gave me that tip. She also said it's really good for rocking a baby to sleep because there's a little bit of movement in the frame. So even without the rocking chair attachment, you just be chilling with your babe. First of all, it blows over really easily in a light breeze. I do have a tip to prevent that though, so stay tuned for that. Number 2 is because it's a size and weight saver, there's no padding in the base or the back of the seat, which means your bum and your back does get a little bit colder. You can buy this quilted attachment, like it goes over the chair cover, and that keeps you a little bit warmer. The third drawback is there's no cup holder, but you can buy one as an accessory. And I hadn't seen it before today because Harry owns one, and it's really good. The problem with it is if you don't use my tip at the end of the video and the chair blows over, your drink goes with it. Drawback number 4 is there's nowhere to rest your arms. You can get something of an armrest if you step up to the Helinox Savannah chair, which we'll review in another video. And the final problem is that with the narrow footprint and the small feet, it sinks really easily into sand and soft soil. You can get a little footprint which prevents that, and getting the rocking chair attachment also helps a little bit. Now, I always mention issues and breakages, and I'm very happy to say that on the Helinox Sunset, there hasn't been any. There's the burn hole down here from Harry. It really surprises me that over the last 3 years, the hole hasn't got any larger. There is literally nothing I can fault about this chair. It might feel pretty flimsy at first, and you do wonder how long this thing is going to last, but hey, here's the proof. Okay, my personal tips and tricks. First one is, before you go to bed, take the cover off your chair, roll it up and store it under cover somewhere in your car or in your caravan. Then if the wind picks up, your chair doesn't blow away. If you get some rain or some dew, your cover's nice and dry, and it's a 10-second job to pop it back on in the morning. Tip number 2 is my tip to stop your chair from blowing over. Now, you can get an accessory for this. It's like a ground stake, you tap that in, you wrap it around the chair frame. But then if you want to move your chair around, you've got to take the peg out and put it back in. Here's the way I do it. I've got the bag over here with a gigantic sledgehammer in it. Just pop the cover off at the bottom at the front here, and you've got loops on either end of the bag. You loop the bag over there and put your cover back on. Now, mate, you're going to need a hurricane to blow that over. Do you own a Helinox Sunset or a similar type camp chair? Make sure you hop down there in the comments and let us all know your tips and tricks. You might just be helping somebody else in the future. Thanks for watching. See you next time.